Hello, everyone. I'm Mez, and I'm here with my two co-hosts, Pat
Hey, everybody.
and Corey.
Hello.
That was better. I came in too hot. Sorry, everybody. I came in too hot.
That's all right. We're here to make a joint top 5 list on this week's topic, revenge movies. Ooh, baby, this is going to be a good one here.
It's all sorts of revenge.
Each week, the list master is chosen at random. This week, it's on our double main man, Corey. Hey there, buddy.
Nice. About time.
The list master has some benefits here. First of all, they get to choose a list this week. We all chose the list together since our first episode here. But as we go forward, the list master will be in charge of what we get to talk about. Also, the list master gets to choose some parameters. I think we said nothing this week, right? We're going to go clean, just revenge movies. Nothing, whatever we feel fits. I don't think there's one that we need to leave off or anything like that.
If you think it's a revenge movie, it's a revenge movie. That's what we're talking.
But it's got to be a horror movie.
Yes.
That's the case.
That's the case. If you can tell me why it's a horror movie, it's allowed. That's it.
Which we'll keep 9 to 5 off the list, right? So 9 to 5.
Yes.
It's in my periphery list, so I'll take that out now and just say not a horror.
Like The Little Mermaid. Like Ursula is getting revenge on Ariel, and that is pretty scary. But
she's also kind of a witch, if you think about it.
Yes.
Never mind.
I could hear the argument that Little Mermaid is a horror movie in some ways.
All right, it's going back on. We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
baby.
See. We'll see.
I'll just say I'm very easily swayed. Like I'm very pro.
Gene Hackman is very scary and unforgiving.
He is.
I love it. The last benefit for the list master here, they get one extra pick, and they get to pick it either at the front of the list or the bottom. You get to start us off or end it. Valuable stuff.
That's good. That is good.
Worth its weight in gold.
You can
So
set the tone or pull up the rear.
So Corey will get 4 picks. Me and Pat will get 3 each. We'll go around the room randomly. I'll give out the order here, but we will go before, we'll let you know before a pick is here. So we're going to start off with Mez, Pat, Corey, Pat, Mez, Corey. And Corey, where would you like that extra pick? You want to start us off, or you want to make sure something gets put on that list there?
I'm a bottom. I'm a power bottom.
Oh,
so I'm going to take that bottom.
So Corey will get 2 picks at the end. That will give us a list of 10 that we will then get down to 5, 1 through 5, and number order. Very important. What's going to be number 1? I'm excited for this one. I have no clue where people are going today. I have kind of an idea of maybe something Corey might pick. Pat, I have no idea what's going on in your head today.
Gomez and I were very clever to not put our watches on Letterboxd beforehand.
Yeah,
and then Corey dumped all of his watches on Letterboxd in one fell swoop. So we at least know what he's seen. That
just did it today.
Them, but we saw them all today.
I'll forget I watch stuff if I don't.
I was very surprised by one because I have it too, and I thought I was going to be like the clever one with that one. So congratulations, congrats, buddy. You're there too.
All right, are you ready to start? I'm ready to start. Let's get into it. Goodness, I got the number 1 pick here. Ooh,
this is fun. I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Roll in your head, in your brain. Just do it in your brain.
My first pick. I think this is a fantastic movie. Obviously, if I'm picking it first, but I think this is a movie that could be fighting for the number 1 spot here. I'm going 2003's Park Chan-wook, Old Boy, baby.
It's gotta be.
This is one of my all-time favorite movies, all-time favorite directors. Oh my goodness! And for anyone who doesn't know, Old Boy is about a gentleman who gets kidnapped, locked in a room for 15 years. One day he's allowed to go out. And now, why the hell was he locked in that room? And oh boy. It's a double revenge movie. He's in there for a reason. Something happened back in the day. And now he's also trying to get his revenge. So you get double revenge. Nothing better than that hallway fight scene. And when you finally find out what the hell is going on, I mean, the jaws on the floor, there's nothing like it. It is unbelievable. Wow. What a picture Old Boy. That's whew,
right,
that's
I'm just
coming in hot.
I'm writing these down. So this is not the Spike Lee one. We're not. So that's Spike Lee's Old Boy is still up for grabs, right? We can do that.
Yes, sir. Of course. Have you
The end-
seen that? I have not seen that.
I have never seen it.
I've seen
because
it.
there's no reason. There's no reason. How
Now-
is it, Corey? Is it as bad as they say?
It's not bad. I mean,
Does he do the ending?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah,
the
yeah.
same?
It's all
Oh,
there.
he does.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's unnecessary, but it's not. It's not bad. It's bad. It's oh my god, it's bad. But you can watch it. You're not gonna not watch it. So it's pretty good.
One could push back on this being a horror movie, but I will not because that ending is absolutely abject,
Horrific, yes.
Yeah.
abjectly horrific in every way possible. It is horrific and horrible, and I think it is like grimy enough, and it's like exploitation-y enough that it passes the bar, passes the muster.
Yeah,
and I love that.
Definitely exploitation-y, if not horror. And what's the difference?
Yeah, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
That's
We're just
right.
having fun. We're having fun.
All right, good. I love it, Pat. You're up. What do you
That's a
got for
great
us?
pick. Gomez, that's a great pick. Has to be in consideration for the top 5, no question. If we're coming in hot, I was like, should I save this one because maybe it'll get played by somebody else? But Gomez, you came in so hot on the top that I feel like I have to come in with my actual, what would be not necessarily my number 1 of a top 5, but my number 1 of the picks that I was going to go with. Corey knows what this is. I'm
writing it
positive
in.
of it. He's
I'm writing it in right
down.
now.
Brian De Palma's classic, based on the novel by Stephen King, maybe De Palma's best movie. Sissy Spacek, Oscar nominee. Give it to me, baby. Carrie. That's my first.
Oh yeah,
pick.
I rewatched it for this.
If you haven't seen Carrie, it is an incredible movie about a teenage girl who is bullied by her classmates as well as her overbearing religious mother, and finds out somewhere along the line that she has telekinetic powers, and then she takes that revenge on those classmates in what is one of the greatest sequences ever made, ever filmed. Certainly, in my opinion, in horror cinema, that the prom scene, classic De Palma. So I'm going with Carrie as my number 1 pick on the list.
Did you guys watch that remake with the hit girl Chloe?
I have seen the remake. I think the remake is bad, but I would argue that. Wait, no, I don't know. The remake is bad. I think the Rage Carrie 2 is bad too, but it's kind of fun.
Has fun.
That one,
yes.
yeah. Carrie 2, I'll start. I've not seen the remake with what's her face.
The remake is bad. She's not bad in it, but the prom scene just does not hit the same.
Nope.
She's very like a witch pointing at everything.
Yeah.
And she flies out of the gym at one point.
Yeah.
Like it's not great. It's not good. But yes, boy, De Palma's Carrie. Whoo, that prom scene. I rewatched it recently 2 nights ago, ready for this. And just watching that scene, just like, this is incredible. This is just top notch.
And the very rare horror Oscar nomination for acting. She got one, and I believe Piper Laurie also got one for supporting for playing the mom. And that's like that never. Like Toni Collette didn't even get one.
Unbelievable. Yes.
So that's my first pick.
Yeah, I watched it again today for the first time in a long time, just really to find some ammunition to yell at you, Pat. But I couldn't. I'm wrong. I know. I was like, it's kind of boat. And then I watched it. I was like, you fucking moron. No, it's
so good.
What am I gonna say?
So good.
Yeah, I love this movie. Great movie.
Corey, what do you got with your number 1 pick here?
All right. So you guys are coming off hot with banger after banger. So I think I'm gonna keep it going with a modern classic. I'm going with my boy Nick Cage. 2018.
On my list.
Mandy. So sticking with
on my list.
Yep.
I figured it's a Corey movie. I had a feeling this was going to be on the list. It is.
I mean, again, if you haven't seen Mandy, first, shame on you. But we got Nick Cage. We got his wife living just the most beautiful, just nice, calm life. He's like a logger or something. I don't know what he's doing. She reads books.
He's a t-shirt wearer.
Yeah. And she works at a store, and then they sit around and they love each other, and they have just the nicest life. And then the freaking DA from Law and Order and his cult come rolling in, and they burn her alive for reasons that are they blow a horn, and some biker demons come. Listen, I don't need to explain Mandy to you. Just know that it deserves to be on here, and it's a fantastic, fantastic, fantastic movie.
Fantastic.
Oh, I love it.
It's good.
I feel it takes a little while to get going. It's very like, all right, you got to be like, if you're not vibing with it, I could be like, whoa, what's going on? But if you're in that vibe, once it gets going, oh baby, does it get going?
We don't get the title card until an hour and 15 into the movie.
Is that true?
Hour and 15 in,
Yes.
we don't get the title card, and
Oh
and
my
it does certainly take a while, but I don't know if the rest of it pays off if you don't just get to be in that nice.
No,
little,
I
like,
get yes.
I want to live in the first hour of that, not the first hour, up until she gets burned alive. I want to live
Yeah.
in that, just like sitting around in your nice big windows, and it's like you can tell it's like warm during the day and it's cool at night, and it's just
Yeah, it
it's the
looks
best.
good.
They got blankets, and yeah, it's as good as it gets. And then, as I
And
mentioned,
a phenomenon when it came out.
Yes.
It basically resurrected Nicolas Cage, pulled him out of the straight to VOD doldrums, and kind of
Yeah.
like put him back on the path to like, oh my God, this is the best actor in the world. Where has he been?
God.
And here he is.
right, he was in Mom and
Yes.
Dad, I think, was right before
Yep.
that, and that was like kind of like, oh, okay, maybe he's not
Yeah.
a complete and
Yeah,
total, but yeah,
okay.
this was the one that the Cage-a-sance baby. We're living in it. We are still in it.
And lest we forget to mention the Cheddar Goblin, I know he's
The Cheddar-
probably
Oh.
has had his fair share,
Yeah.
fair share of flowers thrown his way. But if we're talking about Mandy,
Unreal.
we got to mention the Cheddar Goblin, one
So
of the
good.
great nonsensical things in recent movies.
And
Very-
for you to say something is nonsensical in the movie Mandy, you know it has to be nonsensical.
right.
Because
Yeah.
there's not a whole lot of sense.
Just him losing his mind, drinking that bottle of booze.
But he's
Oh.
on the. I mean, we've all been there. We've all sat on the toilet and been an
So good.
alcoholic and fallen off the wagon on the toilet. And
You know what? I don't think Gomez has.
I don't.
I don't
Can't
think
say I
Mike
have.
has. I don't think Mike has. Mike's a classy guy.
Oh, sounds fun. It does.
Yeah. Great pick.
We got bangers, 3 bangers. It's gonna be a great list already, baby. Oh, now Pat, you got 2 picks left.
See-
You got them here back to back.
This is really hard because now we're at the part of the list where, we can throw out some movies that might not make it, but that we want to talk about, or we could sort of like cultivate what this list is going to be. I do think when people think of revenge movies, they think of a certain type of revenge movie, and we haven't
Yes,
picked one of those yet. And I am not a big fan of those movies.
sure.
So I don't know that I'm even going to
I got you covered on those.
I
gotcha.
figured you would, but I also have
I
one that I
wondered.
think
I wondered.
I have one that I think should be here. So I'm going to play. I'm going to do that now. With my first pick, I'm going to get this out of the way so I don't have to do this again. But I'm going to put on Ms. 45, Abel Ferrara's first movie, which I actually
Oh.
think is a great movie. Is it a little bit rough? Do we stop and say, whoa, wait, this is going to happen twice?
Twice.
And we sure are, because it's going to happen twice in quick succession. And then we get what is a great back half of just pure, it's rape revenge. It's a rape revenge movie. Is this his first movie? Was that wrong?
No, Driller Killer.
Driller Killer.
Right?
Okay.
I could be wrong though. I just feel I don't know. But
And it's an indelible character, whose name I don't know, but it is a unforgettable image of her sort of like stalking the people who have done her wrong. She's a mute. She doesn't speak.
Yes.
It's a pretty incredibly artistic, very sleazy, very exploitative, but it's got enough going for it in the sort of like, art film is not the right way to put it, but it's got a little bit more meat on the bones than just a typical rape revenge movie. So I'm going to play Ms. 45 with my second pick.
It's a good pick. It's a great movie.
I like this movie a lot. And then for my next pick, sorry, Corey, I'm going to do it because I get to do it before you, and you could have played it before and you didn't. I don't know if you were even planning on playing it.
it's my number one. my number one. What you're going to say right now? I
Okay.
think.
So do you want me to not do it? I'll let you do it.
No, you can do it. I'm saying I'll do it. I'm definitely going to do it. If you want to do it, you can do it. But if you want me to do it, I'll do it.
I'm gonna do it because I
Do
don't
it.
know. I don't really have much else.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
So
do it.
I thought I was being a real cute player and I was hiding this movie off of my letterbox and I was like, this is gonna be the one that I drop the bomb and say like, boom, this movie, you probably have never even heard of it. Fuck. And then Corey was like, I watched this movie. It's great. I gave it 5 stars on Letterboxd or whatever. But I'm playing a movie from what was the year? 10 years ago? Is it
2013.
2013, directed by the great Jeremy Saulnier of Green Room fame. This is a movie called Blue Ruin. I'm sure Gomez has seen it. I know Corey has seen it. This is a movie that has not had its proper due.
No.
Green Room is a big movie. People love, talk about all the time.
Fantastic.
Totally deserved. It's actually the better of the 2 movies. But Blue Ruin is a movie I feel like a lot of people have not seen this movie, and I want to tread very lightly on giving anything away because it takes the way the movie tells the story and gives you the information that you need. It holds it back until the very moment you kind of need it. It's got what is the actor's name, Corey? The great actor who plays the lead. You wrote it down.
I did.
Terrible. This is bad.
You talk and I'll yell at you when I look it up.
He's great. He in a phenomenal lead performance. He's been wronged and he's seeking revenge, and that's all you need to do.
Yeah, that's the gist of the movie. Yep.
Macon Blair is his name. Macon Blair. So again, I don't want to give too much away because I think it's 90 minutes too. It's like fucking boom, in and out.
Beautiful. In and out.
It is a great story. It's a great world that they create, but it's not big. It's very contained. Well, I guess it's not because he just traveled through whatever. Who cares? It's a great movie. Blue Ruin. He's going after revenge. He's going to kill some motherfuckers, or maybe he won't. We'll find out. You should see it. And I'm done. Thank you.
Woo,
it's so real too. Like the first thought I had about it was that if I ever had to go seek revenge, it would likely turn out something like it does in this movie because he's kind of is bumbling the right word? I don't know if bumbling's the right word, but he's a little. He's
not a killer. He's
not Charles Bronson.
No, he's a very not only is he a regular dude, he's a regular dude who retreats into like defeatist solitude for the years in between what happens and then what he does. So he's so unprepared for this, and you're just so with him, and you don't know that much about him. You just feel for him. He's really great. You said he should have won the Oscar. Who did win the Oscar that year? It's somebody funny.
Skinny ass Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, Matthew McConaughey. Dallas Buyers.
All 86 pounds of them won it.
Dallas Buyers Club. But this is, if you haven't seen, and if you have seen it, you know it's a classic.
Yeah.
So
great
movie.
I like how you said you feel like a lot of people hadn't seen this movie, and I think the fact that you watched it like last week and I watched it yesterday.
Yeah.
If the two of us haven't seen it, there's a likelihood that a lot of people haven't seen it.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I watched it for the first time last week. I was absolutely blown away by this movie. Thought it was fantastic.
Fantastic. All right, baby.
All right, I'm excited
I'm
to
up
see
next.
what you fellas do.
All right. So my next pick, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with this one. 2011. I Saw the Devil. Oh,
great
baby.
Ooh, there we go.
This movie is fantastic. It's one of my all-time favorites. The minute I saw this movie, instantly fell in love. It's about a serial killer who kills a detective's wife, and the detective finds out who this serial killer is, and he makes his life a living hell for over an hour. This movie is like 2.5 hours. It's a bit long, but you kind of need it to be that long. Like, they're not wasting any time. Like, everything needs to be in there, and it is some of the best shit you ever saw. The things he does to this serial killer is unbelievable. He always got the upper hand, and then he does it back and forth, cat and mouse. It is a fantastic movie. This one I don't think many people have. It's a foreign movie, South Korean movie, but it's fantastic. It stars the serial killer in this is the main character in Old Boy, coming back, doing it again.
Yep. I agree. I rewatched it for this because
Oh,
Corey
yes.
mentioned it too. I had seen it a million
Yep.
years ago. It had been a while. I rewatched it for this. Look, it's just fucking. It's a South Korean revenge movie. I mean, it's got a
is.
lot of. It's
It's
just gonna.
unbelievable. It's a little. It might be a little rough. It's it's a little rough at times.
It
you
is.
know, but this is. I think if once you see that opening scene, you're gonna know what you're getting into.
Yep.
Because it's like, oh shit, it's like this, and it's like that for the next 2 hours. It's just nonstop beating you over the fucking head with it. It's great.
It's sordid. It's a sordid affair. I did not rewatch this one just because I've seen it before. But refresh my memory. Is one of his friends just like randomly a cannibal, like the serial killer?
Yes,
Like,
he hangs out
yeah.
with like another. He hangs out with another guy.
Yeah,
And
he's just like,
he-
hey, what's going on? How you doing? Yeah.
As
The
if
late great.
everything else happening wasn't enough.
Exactly.
The late great
That's-
Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah. The guy he bounces
That's,
stuff off of is a cannibal too. He's like, I'm having a rough go of it. Like, oh, come on over.
He is. He's like, bro, this fucking guy is just beating the fuck out of me. He's like, oh, that sucks, bro.
Yeah.
Stay with me for a little bit.
Yeah.
This is like all. By the way, every one of these movies is a number one.
Yeah.
Dang.
This is a
I
hard.
love the list.
This is a hard list.
You're up, Corey. What do you got?
All right. So I got 3 more here, and you just said every
Yes,
one
you
of
do.
these is a number
Yeah.
one. So
It's
that
gonna
means
be
somebody,
crazy to get
Play a
into that.
bunch of fucking number 10s.
somebody needs to drop a piece of shit on.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it now, though. I'm keeping it rolling. Keeping it rolling.
All
We're
right.
going. We're going to stay in the sort of foreign film category.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I'm interested.
Sort of. So no, it is. We're going 2017 Revenge, which
On my list.
Unbelievable.
is again, it's a rape revenge movie. Which again,
This
if
is
we're
a
talking
rape
about
revenge
revenge
movie,
movies
yes.
and we're talking about horror movies, it's a genre. It's a whole genre.
Yes.
It is what it is.
Yep.
This one though was directed by a woman, so good for me for playing
Yep.
that one. But no, it's
You did it.
I did it. Pat on the back. It's fantastic. It doesn't. A lot of the rape revenge movies delight in the first half of the genre. This one
Yes.
sort of I don't want to say it shies away from it because it is abundantly clear what's going
Yes.
on, but it's
Yes.
not graphic and
No.
and it's not as ugly as it could be. I guess I'll leave it at
Yes.
that. And then what
Yes.
follows is it's wonderful stuff. It's
Ooh,
shot.
That's when it
beautifully.
gets
looks-
ugly.
It's a beautiful looking movie, which again is something strange
Oh,
to
yes.
say about a rape revenge movie. I get
Yep.
it, but it's
No, but it's
you
the outback. It's beautiful. The sun. It's great. Awesome.
it's and it's sort of. I realized that it's sort of similar to Mandy in that she kind of takes a bunch of drugs and gets fucking crazy and kills people.
Yeah.
But no, the end. I mean, again, I don't think we're not going to spoil it. It's a revenge movie. You know what's going on. But that last 20 minutes of just the
Whew.
naked, bloody, it's as good as it gets.
That's when the movie delights in the violence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's beautiful.
And it's the man who's naked, swinging dick,
Exactly.
running around, covered in blood.
Yes,
yeah,
it
no.
is.
So it's subverts the male gaze.
Yeah. It's a great movie.
It is
Great.
fantastic. Ugly,
Another bang.
ugly and beautiful banger.
I was
Wow.
toying between that and Ms. 45.
Yes.
And I
that
think
was on my
that's
list.
The better movie. I think Revenge is the better movie.
Yeah, they're very different. One is sleazy, one is not. Well, yeah.
Which is
I mean,
maybe
revenge.
why.
Yeah, revenge isn't sleazy. It's
When she does the what does she do? She I didn't rewatch this because I've seen it
with
relatively.
the beer can or something.
Yeah, right. And
yeah,
she
yeah.
like
Cauterized
cauterizes
wound,
that.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yes.
great.
Unreal.
It's
Oof.
Great performance too by the lead.
she's great. She's fantastic. And the
She's-
guy, her is it husband or no? It's boyfriend, right? Because he's a married
Boyfriend,
guy.
yeah.
Too.
Yes.
Just doubling down on the piece of shitness of it. He takes his girlfriend away. But he just from the moment the first time you see this guy in the movie, he's getting out of a plane, out of a helicopter, and you can just tell he's a rich piece of shit. And then
Yeah.
they show his face, and you're like, oh my god, he is a rich. He just looks. I've never seen him in anything else. But no matter what, he will always just be like a rich, disgusting piece of shit. I don't care.
Yeah.
No matter what.
The actress's name is Matilda Anna Ingrid Lutz, we should say.
Mm.
She's fucking great. She should have
Fantastic.
won an Oscar.
That's a lot of names.
Yeah, it's so
That
many.
is a
It's too many. I thought it was going to be two people, but it's just one person.
Oh, all right. My last pick here. most of my picks have been taken or on this list. I love to see it. So I'm going to go with this one here. Not a piece of shit, but, maybe not one you think of right away when you think of revenge movies. I'm going to go with Friday the 13th.
Oh,
Ooh.
wow. Fuck.
It's
I'm
not,
glad you
it's
did
not
that.
one. It's not one you think of, but I mean, it's about a mother getting revenge on the counselors that did her wrong by
Fuck.
letting her poor baby Jason die. Oh, fantastic movie, fantastic performances. What's her name? Betsy. What's her Betty Palmer? What's her name here? Mrs. Voorhees.
Betsy.
I can't. I'm drawing a blank. I'll look it up.
Don't worry about it. The kills are fun, and I mean, this is just it's a whodunit, right? You don't know what the hell is going on. Why are these counselors dying? Oh, she gives the reason, and you go, you know what? They deserve it. Yeah, should have been watching that boy. Come
Dude.
on,
Betsy Palmer.
Betsy
Palmer.
Betsy Palmer. I was close.
Yeah.
I think I may mix
I
it up.
can't believe I didn't even think of that. What
Well,
a
here, I
great
thought
pick.
I thought of that, and there's a couple others I thought of, but I was like, is that a slasher? Is that a
It is,
revenge
but that doesn't
movie?
mean it's not
Yeah,
also
no, I
the
know.
other thing, I would say.
Because
Yeah.
yes, that one at least it's not just a generic slash. This one is actually a reason, revenge. I'll
Yeah.
allow it. I think I don't.
Oh, I totally. Yeah,
Definitely. And that opens up my next pick.
Yes,
gonna-
I was thinking in my head, I hope he plays that now.
Yeah.
Oh, you got two picks here. You got the last
I
two
do.
picks, Corey.
Shoot
So-
this one straight to number one, baby. I
know,
I
well,
think
It's got to be, right? Because I wasn't going to do it. But then when you played Friday the 13th, fuck it, I'm going Nightmare on Elm Street.
What did I do? Oh, that's not
Because-
bad either. Yes.
Now, we don't need to talk about how great Nightmare on Elm Street is. We don't need to do that. But let's just talk about the layers of revenge, right?
Yes.
So Human Freddy just kills kids because he likes to. There's no revenge. He's just murdering children because
Piece of
that's
shit.
what,
Yep.
what he likes to do. So that's on him. Then the parents, again, burn him alive because
That's
the
it.
justice system, right, is a technicality or something. Somehow I don't know if it's ever fully explained, but there's a technicality, right? They're like, you murdered these kids, but we didn't file the papers, so sorry about
You
that. See you later. So the parents
about
get
your dad.
revenge on him,
Yes.
and then he's so mad about it that he comes back from hell or wherever the hell he is, and then gets revenge on the parents by fucking killing their kids again. So double revenge movie is all I'm
Dude.
saying.
Double revenge is always good. Love
Double
it.
revenge.
Ooh,
double
I
revenge.
mean,
wow.
not to play my hand, but it's the best movie ever made. So,
But is it the best revenge movie though? That's the thing. It's
Fair.
and then
Wow.
see now. All right.
now
So
I think you got to just throw something out there.
Well, I think there's one that's like arguably, I think one of the best revenge movies ever.
Yeah.
But then,
Yeah.
should we talk it out? Do you want to share the extra pick? Should I give you like the three I'm thinking of, and you come to a consensus?
Sure,
or
of
is that
course.
just-
Oh,
It's the
this is
last.
fun.
No, it's the last pick.
All right.
So yeah, it doesn't
This is
matter.
fun.
All right, so that's what I'll do. We'll share the pick because that's just the kind of guy that
You are
so
very,
He's
you
so-
are like that's what
The
it
He
is.
is
three
so
I'm
sweet.
thinking of are Kill Bill, which is
I
certainly an
was thinking
exploitation
that.
movie. Certainly,
I thought
if
of
we're
it,
talking,
but it's iffy.
the big iffy one is Martyrs because the whole jumping off point of
Opening
that is
It's
revenge.
revenge,
Opening,
sure.
It's 45 minutes of the movie, right? I mean, that's like the first 45
I
minutes.
get it. Okay.
And then the last one that I was thinking
Here-
of was
here we
Blood
go.
Blood Games, which if you've never seen Blood
Oh
Games,
God, fucking blood games.
you should see Blood
What?
Games. If you haven't seen Blood Games, Blood
Mike,
Games
have
is
you not
great.
seen Blood Games?
I don't think I've seen Blood
Get it?
Games. What is
Oh.
Blood
Get
Games?
it on the Plex. This
Well-
movie is a banger.
All right, so obviously we're going Blood Games then. Forget about
Oh,
Well,
that.
but
Okay.
Mike hasn't seen Blood Games. But
Oh, yeah, good
I'm
point.
going to tell you, I will throw this out there. I know I'm the squeamish one of the crew. I still have not seen Martyrs.
Really?
Martyrs is barely the revenge. The impetus for the whole thing is revenge. But then
I
it
say
goes-
no to that one.
Yeah,
And it's one
okay.
of my all-time favorite movies. It's fantastic. I get
too.
it. It is the jumping off point, but then it takes a turn to where let's
All right.
let's get that one off the table. Kill
Mike-
Bill is very interesting here.
But it's
What's
not
up,
a
baby?
horror movie.
It's close. I know it's exploitation. You going volume 1, I assume, over volume 2. Which one are you?
Or the whole
trying to-
bloody affair.
No, volume one. I'm not a huge volume 2 guy. I think, but I mean,
It's good, not great. Yes, I prefer
Yeah.
volume 1.
Yeah.
For volume 1, with the samurais, and it's very the over the top bloody gore. I get it. I thought of it. I didn't put it on the list because I thought it'd be a little too. It's a little I get it.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Mm.
I mean, but also if we go through what we got here, Old Boy, maybe not a horror movie. Miss
Sure.
45, maybe not a horror movie. Blue Ruin, maybe not a horror movie.
Yeah,
so
I guess you're right. I guess you're right.
precedent has been set.
Mike, Blood Games is about like a female softball team who basically like all get assaulted by, right, Corey? Am I doing this right? By like a
Well-
bunch of guys on a bus, and then they kill them all, right?
I'm watching this tonight, right after the pod.
It's the beginning of it. The conceit of it is
Oh.
they're like a barnstorming team of
Yes.
very attractive, scantily clad women who, like, if you hire them, they will come play you in baseball. And when they play you in baseball, they are wearing white tank tops and jean
Yeah.
shorts. And it's I think it's from 1990, but God, does it look like it's from 1983? Yeah, in 1990
Yes,
is the
1990.
release
I'm
date
looking
on
at it.
Shocking.
Yep.
I thought it was like 1981.
No, no.
Wow.
It might have been something that was like sat on for years because I don't think anybody
Maybe.
was, in a rush.
And
yeah,
then
so
they
they come-
beat you in baseball, and the guys were mad that they beat them in baseball. So
Well,
they like raped them.
but no, and then
This
There's
is
more to it.
us.
I
the-
haven't
there's
seen it in a
more to
while,
it.
but I do know it's a good one.
so the guys they're hired to play, it's for somebody's like 40th birthday party or something. But also one of the fathers of the guys on the team made like a bet against the manager of the scantily clad women team. So he's mad that they lose, and then there is a brief sexual assault, but then they kill it's absurd again. But it's like
sounds
again,
wonderful.
it starts out as that, then it's like a cat and mouse thing in the woods, and it actually turns out to be pretty tense.
It does,
Good
if
movie.
I remember that.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
But
I
don't
will
know.
say,
What about Cape Fear? We also tossed Cape Fear in there.
I don't want to say no to anything. I mean, look, I
Yeah.
feel like whatever this pick is, it's like just padding because I don't think it's going to make the top.
Yes, I don't
Yeah.
think either one is
So-
gonna make so.
I
go-
kind of think we're
Let's
good.
go
with-
Blood Games then. Let's
All
put Blood
right,
Games on there.
baby.
Yeah,
Gomez, I can't wait for you to see Blood Games. I
can't wait. I'll have a review on next episode.
What a wild movie it is, too. It's so, again, I was very shoddy with the understanding of what happens because it's been a while, but good stuff. This
Oh,
is a
they-
fucking list, man. Can we just rank the 10 of these?
Ooh,
Nope,
my
not the game,
goodness.
Pat. That's not
Look
the game.
at this. All right, let's go. Let's run down this list before we get into it here. Whew, we have Old Boy, Carrie, Mandy, Miss 45, Blue Ruin, I Saw the Devil, Revenge, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Blood Games. Banger after banger after banger. My goodness. Let's take a quick break and then we are going to rank these bad boys. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. All right, we're back, folks, and we are ready to turn this list from 10 to 5. Man, this is a tough one. We started off with a doozy here, didn't we?
This is crazy. I honestly think, I don't know what to do here.
I didn't think it would be that good because when I first started looking at all these, I'm just thinking like, there's so many. Like I could have made a list that was just like, I spit on your grave.
I'm very
so
surprised we didn't do
I'm
that.
so glad that's not
Last
here.
house
No.
on the left. I was like, I
Oh,
wonder if we're gonna
yeah.
have that. But no, we mixed it up. I like our list. So many options, a little bit of everything. And that's what makes it hard because everything is different. So you wanna, I like this for this. I like that. Oh
Yeah.
man, this is gonna be rough.
People are probably screaming at us for Last House on the Left, but I don't really like that movie. It's not fun.
Can we talk about that
good.
movie? I watched it. I disagree. I think it's borderline unfucking watchable.
You don't like
that
it,
movie.
yeah.
I prefer the
it's-
remake. I think the remake's a
Yeah, the
little
remake
better.
is a movie.
But
Last House on the Left is like what is it? Like, when I was a young person, I would show it to people and be like, look at this. But
Right.
it's unwatchable. It's unwatchable, that movie. It looks like shit, sounds like shit. It's the fucking Keystone Cops nonsense. What is that? Stop it.
That's the biggest, not the
Yeah.
biggest, but that's a big knock on it. Those cops.
No.
They're like
my
funny.
goodness.
Like what?
It's-
Why is there funny cops in this movie?
the big bad guy. What's his name? I can't think of
Mm-hmm.
his name, but he's great. He is just as surly and disgusting
Mhm.
as it gets. But outside of that guy, it's bad for business, that movie. And we got Wes Craven on here with a classic revenge tale, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Hey,
It is a revenge
it
tale.
is.
I
It
know.
is.
Who are you talking to?
That's what I'm saying.
We also
Def-
didn't have. We should say we also don't have Death Wish on the list.
Death Wish. Yeah,
which
that
is a
was
big-
borderline. I thought, right? Yeah.
I think that would count. It's exploitation fully.
Yeah, that grime. When it's grimy like
Yeah.
that, we like to pass it through there.
That movie
Definitely.
played in Times Square for like 7 years, probably. Yeah, not. I don't like that movie. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. It's fucking
Jennifer's
right
Body.
wing and bad.
Jennifer's Body.
I love Jennifer's Body.
Yeah,
but
that was another one that we could have tossed in there. But
that's a good one.
Alright.
I had Hard Candy was one.
Candy.
Yes, one you don't think about, and Nightingale, Jennifer Kent's follow up
Ooh.
to the Babadook. It's a little
Okay.
long, little rough. That one's a rapey one, but it's good. It's pretty good. Little
And The
long,
Crow.
little too long. The Crow. I did rewatch The Crow. Yeah, it's fine. I always thought The Crow was fine. Like it's okay. Like it's an okay movie. You know, there's some cool stuff. There's some not cool stuff. Whatever. I hear this remake is fucking horrendous. My
That's
goodness.
That's the word. That's the
That's
word.
the
Banger
word on the
soundtrack.
street.
Banger soundtrack on The Crow. That
Ooh,
was
yes. Oh,
as good as it gets.
One of the best Cure songs.
soundtracks were the best back then. Oh my
What about
goodness.
anybody think of Piggy? Anybody see Piggy? I don't know if
I
anybody's
haven't
seen
seen
that one.
Piggy.
Piggy's
good.
good. We watched that. That was a daddy movie, right? We watched
We
that
did.
one. Yes.
That was-
That's
yeah.
a good one. I like it.
No, that was another one.
Yeah. All right. So right off the bat, I think as much as you guys told me how great it is, I think Blood Games, right? That's one. It's
That
on the
comes off.
list.
Yep.
It's an
Clearly.
honorable mention. I think that's
Yeah.
maybe the easiest thing we could do today.
I
Is
agree.
get rid of that.
That is an honor, absolute honor to be nominated
Yeah.
for that movie. 100%.
If one person who hasn't seen Blood Games and has a predilection towards liking this sort of garbage that we're talking about sees Blood Games and likes it, then gentlemen, our job here is
100%. I
That's
agree.
good.
I think that Friday the 13th is probably the 5th or 6th best Friday the 13th movie. I don't even think it would make the top 5 on a Friday the 13th list. So that's why I would say that one
Sure.
could come off. I think
I agree.
great pick, fun pick. Love the movie too. I'm not saying I don't think it's a good movie. I like it a lot. But I would say,
I agree. No, that's
as
fine.
far as
That's
the
fine.
2 slasher options, I think the other
Yes.
one is the better movie.
No, I think Friday the 13th, the first one, the last 25 minutes is great.
Yeah.
And then the first hour is a little hard to get through. I
The
still-
end of that movie, the reveal in that movie, like if you had the first
Great.
time you see it,
Yes.
especially for people who are familiar with the Friday the 13th franchise and just know Jason.
Yep.
And if they don't know that, and I guess we just spoiled it, but anyone listening to this knows it. But
It's a
what a
45-year-old movie. It's okay.
yeah, what a
Yes.
great
That's
what a
okay.
great reveal.
We're allowed to spoil. We haven't really mentioned it, but we can spoil movies here. If it's a very popular movie, sure. If it's something that we maybe want you to watch, we won't
Mhm.
tell you the details. But I mean, we're
And-
ranking movies here.
New rule: any movie older than all three of us, you can spoil it. That's a,
I
Perfect.
agree. But yes, totally. All right. So we got 2 there. I will also say I'm okay with letting I Saw the Devil go. I'll fight for Old Boy. I Saw the Devil. That's okay. I love it. It's a little long. It's not everyone's cup of tea. That's okay. I'm okay with losing that one here too.
In keeping
I
with
think-
Killing Our Darlings, I think Revenge is a better movie than Ms. 45, and I don't know that we need more than one
Sure.
movie to have that spot. Ms. 45 is a sort of elemental movie in this genre. It's really good. It's really well made. It's super grimy, super sleazy. I just think Revenge is takes all of the stuff, the plans laid in those earlier movies, and just does them better. And so I like that movie more. So I would be fine removing Miss 45, which I think is pretty crazy because I do think people are going to expect that to be on the list. But I'm fine with it. If anyone wants to argue,
no, I agree. It's a great movie, and it's as grimy as it gets. But I like how we're going here. you know, you're taking off Friday the 13th because Nightmare on Elm Street's better.
Yeah.
Taking off I Saw the Devil because it's in the same swimming pool
Yes.
as Old Boy, right? It's, you know,
Yes.
same thing. I don't think we need too many rape revenge movies on this list of revenge movies. So I think we're all fans of Revenge, the movie. So taking Miss 45 off there.
God bless Abel Ferrara. God bless Miss
Yep.
45.
So we got one more we need to take off here. I would think it's between Blue Ruin and Nightmare on Elm Street. Am I wrong there? Are those the two? Is that or what? You trying to get rid of Mandy? Oh, but like,
No,
that's what
I'm
I'm looking at the list. I feel I think Blue Ruin is fantastic. I love Blue Ruin, but I mean, tell me what do you want off then? What's the
You're-
last? I mean, we could take off Nightmare if you don't want.
I
Nightmare
think
could be-
I'll take as the guy who put it on there. Again, it might be the best movie on this list, but I don't. If we're talking the category of revenge movies,
Sure.
no one's
think
gonna. That's slasher, supernatural. You
it
know,
falls a little bit out of like I think when people do think of
Yeah.
that, it's a
Sure.
left of center pick, but I
Yeah.
don't hate a left of center pick being
Yes,
on the
Neither.
that's
list.
the same thing. But if it's because, like I said, Old Boy, Carrie, Mandy, Blue Ruin, Revenge. Which one of these are we getting rid of for Nightmare?
I like Blue Ruin more in the category.
Yeah,
But
well, I
I-
mean, this also could be a recency bias for me because that movie blew my ass clean off when I watched it the other day. Like, you know, I knew going in it was the guy from Green Room, and I knew that I was tuned into like the the mood of it. But
See, I said,
I mean-
okay, so I get that because I haven't seen this movie in a while. I saw it when it first came out. I'm loving it. It's a 4-star on my letterbox. Fantastic. So maybe my refresher, maybe I should have did that and I would be on board with you guys. Not that I don't want it on the list, but you guys are coming in hot because it's a recent thing. I get it. Okay.
The other thing, though, I will say is we're talking about like 5 movies made within the last like 20 years.
Yes.
that's, yeah,
I love
well,
that. I love it.
Carrie's old. Right?
Oh, right.
Carrie's the one-
Sorry.
yeah.
You're right. You're
That's
right.
it.
You're
That's the oldest one.
Yeah.
Everything else is from 2000, right? 2003.
We're all here to do our hot takes, right? Here's what I'll say. I'll just say it, and then you can all tell me absolutely not. You're crazy. Fuck off. I could lose
Yes,
Mandy.
I was gonna say you got Mandy out of here. I love it. Okay.
I don't want it. I love it was on my list. It's on my top 5.
See, I could lose Carrie. That's gonna sound ridiculous.
Really?
I know that's a ridiculous take. I know that it's a great movie. It's a wonderful.
Oh my
but-
god!
Look, we're all allowed to have our takes.
Yeah,
They can all be wrong. Mine can be wrong. Yours can be wrong. I mean, yours is absolutely wrong. I don't know if I'm wrong.
Absurd! It's
it's
absurd.
substantially. It is substantially and unequivocally wrong.
No, that
Mandy is so good. I can't even give a full-throated like reason
know.
to take Mandy off the list. It's so good. It's so good. It was my favorite movie of that year. It's probably in my top 5 of the movies released since that year. Fuck Nightmare on Elm Street. Fuck it. Take it off.
Yeah, because that's stuff
My
in the box.
favorite movie, by the way.
That's
Nightmare on Elm Street is it is the reason I like horror movies. It is my favorite fucking movie. It scared me to death as a kid. But if we do this long enough, Nightmare on Elm Street will be on more than one of these lists.
Several
Yes,
lists.
And-
I
right
would
there.
think so.
Blue Ruin, no chance. Revenge, no chance. So fuck it.
I like
good.
it.
I'm okay.
I'm good with it.
Oh boy.
That was my outside of the box pick. I didn't think, like I said, until you said Friday the 13th, then I was like, oh, I can do Nightmare on Elm Street then.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to see. I
Yeah.
thought that would get some pushback, but it didn't.
No.
Glad it's-
No, it was a great idea because like you say, you didn't think Friday the 13th. I didn't even think Nightmare on Elm
Yeah.
Street, but once you said it, it's like, yes, that's a double. It's
cool.
revenge is the whole point of the movie.
It is also
Oh.
fun. I will say, Nightmare on Elm Street. Just one more thing before we say goodbye to it. It is fun that like the revenge is the bad guy. That's all the other ones. The
Yes,
revenge is the good guy doing the revenge. Well, I guess Old Boy is up.
Old
kind of-
Boy is
It's both.
but
Yeah,
he's like a doofus before he does the revenge. He's not like a bad guy until he
Yeah.
starts doing the revenge.
all right.
Okay, well,
This is a great. This list is too good. Is what happened.
5 movies left. Now We got to put them in order. This is the fun part here. Whew.
We're left with Old Boy, Carrie, Mandy, Blue Ruin, and Revenge. Great stuff. What? Oh man.
Can I just, as we're thinking here, one of my favorite pastimes these days is while I'm in the restroom to read letterboxed reviews from accounts that I follow, only because I can tell that I hate the people who have it. Like when I come across a terrible Taker review, immediate follow, just because I want it. Like immediate. If I see a review that's just something I disagree with categorically on every level, I'm like, I want to read everything.
Everything they say, yeah.
So I came across one from Old Boy today. I won't read you the whole thing, but this person did not like it. I'll leave it at that. 2 stars for Old Boy, which is ridiculous. Ridiculous to give Old Boy 2 stars. And the last line was, just not for me. The ending was very off-putting.
Yeah.
Off-putting.
I mean, nailed it. He's absolutely right. Nailed it.
Yeah.
That's one way to describe it.
If you've seen Old Boy, there's no other way to describe the ending than, I don't know if we're spoiling Old Boy, but something is revealed towards the end of Old Boy, and you're like, oh my God. And then the terrible thing, our hero is like, you know what? That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. Just let me forget that and go about my life. And so.
And then he doesn't forget, does he?
Well, you might. That's something.
Up for debate, right? That smile at the end, that seems like a fuck.
Not that Old Boy needs me to defend it, but I do think that there is a school of people, a group of people who will use the ending as a way to like, well, it's all about the ending. Like, if not for the ending, the movie just doesn't even work. Like, it's not even good. The ending is good, and everything else before it is. That's crazy. That movie is a banger from frame one. Everything is great in it, and the ending it's like The Sixth Sense.
Yes.
You can know the ending of both of these movies, and they're still great all the way through.
Love watching it, and it's just like picking up. Oh, it's unbelievable.
Little off-putting, though. Little off-putting.
You think?
Off-putting.
Do you think? I think so. I agree. That's why I love it.
Me too. That's the thing. I just couldn't believe it. I read the whole review. It's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. It's all, it's a 2-star review.
Who is it? Say the name. Say that.
You should try it, though. Find a review you hate. Click on that person. Read a bunch of other stuff you hate.
I do.
Wait for
I have a few.
All right. So
let's put number 5 on there. Let's get the bottom going. What's of these 5? What is the bottom of this list?
I mean,
I don't think it's not Carrie.
I think it's Revenge.
Oh,
I think it's Revenge. I was gonna say Revenge or Blue Ruin. Okay.
I think those are fighting it out for the bottom 3, and
you
then the top
guys
3.
Love Mandy. Jesus Christ, Mandy heads over here. Couple of Mandy's marks. I love Mandy. I love.
Do you think Revenge should be ahead of Mandy, or Blue Ruin should be ahead? Do you want Mandy
I would have Blue Ruin ahead of Mandy. I don't know that I would have I wouldn't have Revenge ahead of Mandy. I think Revenge is good at number 5.
So Revenge is solid number 5.
If this is my list, I'm putting Blue Ruin at number 1. Having said that, I'll just happy to see it here. So Revenge,
I would have Blue Ruin at 3.
3. So it's not a 5 then. Where'd you have it, Mike? On your list, where does Blue Ruin go?
Probably 3, 4.
3, 4. All right.
Fighting it out for one of those spots there.
God, Revenge is so good though, but
it's so good. I mean, look,
Revenge
number
is
5
so
on this list is ahead of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
So I mean, God bless number 5. You're killing it. You are killing it in every way. You are a better movie, not a better movie, but better for the list than the best horror movie ever made.
Just to be clear, we're talking about the Tony Scott, Kevin Costner, Madeline Stowe 1990 movie.
Oh, yeah. I've never seen that.
Have you seen it, Mike?
No.
You have to see it. It's fantastic. Kevin Costner plays like an army guy who goes back to Mexico to his old drug lord friend Anthony Quinn. And Anthony Quinn's girlfriend is Madeline Stowe, who is very Mexican in this movie. Madeline Stowe.
Madeline Stowe.
Yeah. Famous.
Going on the list.
Famous Mexican.
Put it on. I'll watch it. Put it up. Going
on the list.
Revenge.
All right, but all kidding aside, Revenge 2017, right? What's the lady?
Fargiet.
She's got a new one coming out. She's got the Demi Moore movie coming out.
Oh,
That's her.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
That's
very into that
right.
weird ass
Yes.
movie.
I know. I can't wait for that one.
Oh, fucking great.
Oh.
Do you know how stupid I am that we went to
Yes.
we saw that, I know you do, but we saw that trailer with Cuckoo, right? That
Yes.
and they said, and we saw the director, and I was like, oh, from Titan and Raw, but no, it's just a different French lady.
Yeah, no. That's Julia Decorneau, who
Right.
also has a new
That's
one coming
good.
out pretty soon. Yeah.
Yes, very soon. That's right.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
psyched for that Demi Moore movie now. I didn't realize.
Soon too. September something, I think. Yeah.
Oh, Beetlejuice. Is it
Yes,
Beetlejuice?
baby.
Beetlejuice. She did that.
That is the
From noted French exploitation director.
Coralie Fargiette.
I don't know how
All
to
right.
say it.
Mm.
I
That
don't know how to say it either. I'm just saying it. All right. Good number 5. Good number 5.
Mm.
I think 4 and 3 are, I assume everybody jockeying between Carrie and Oldboy. Just kidding. Blue Ruin and Mandy in some version of 3 and 4.
Yeah,
Right?
I agree.
Is that
I
what
agree
it
with
is?
that. Yes.
I'm there with you. Yep.
My vote, I would have Mandy at 4, Blue Ruin at 3, but I'm ready to be talked down. Are we supposed to fight? Fuck you guys. I
Yeah.
don't care what you think.
You
You guys are jerks. Do what I say.
I'll blue ruin you.
I
you
really
son of a
love
bitch.
I love both of you guys a lot. You're great friends of mine.
That's the hard part.
Oh.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
when
when
there's
you-
a fight, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna come out of nowhere, and it's gonna be for the silliest thing. Watch.
throwing computers out the window, never talking ever again.
Oh.
Splitting
That's what
rival
happens.
podcasts. I'm going to be like,
I know.
oh, who wants to have horror disagreements?
Hard
But-
disagreements.
Get some.
We're fighting for bangers here. This is why it's like you can't really fight. Like I can't be mad when a 4-star movie is losing to a 4-star movie
Yeah.
or 4.5 star. Like these are all bangers. I'm
I'm
okay
really
with
I don't care really.
I'll
Yeah,
say
I'm okay.
Mandy's one of my favorite movies of the last 5 years, 10 years,
too.
20 years.
Me too.
I love the idea of getting Blue Ruined as far up this list as we can. So
I'm down with that. We could do
Yeah.
3 Blue Ruin, 4 Mandy. That's
Nice.
perfectly fine with me.
See
People
Blue
do
Ruin.
need to see Blue Ruin 100%. And he has a brand new movie coming out on Netflix in a
Yes.
couple weeks.
with fucking
Another
Don
revenge
Johnson,
movie.
right?
Yeah,
Don Johnson
another-
is in it. Yeah.
The last one was not great, which was
I don't
also
think I
a
saw that one.
Netflix movie.
Which one
What was
The
that one?
I
night
missed.
is it the night comes for us or the night comes or something like that?
With like Elijah Wood. And a
Oh,
couple,
yeah.
I can't
okay.
remember. I remember just being like, "Oh man," because at that time he was just the green room guy to me.
Well, Murder Party. Hello.
I don't like Murder Party.
You don't like
It's
Murder
okay.
Party?
Murder Party's good, not great.
I
but
like
yeah.
Murder Party. I like it.
I don't remember. I think it was like a Fantastic Fest movie or something, Blue Ruin. So it got hyped up. I saw it when it first came out. So when Green Room came out, I was like, oh, that's the blue. Oh, I'm excited. I was fucking fired up for
Yeah.
Green Room. And
I
damn,
totally
that
slept-
movie
I
does not disappoint.
I slept on Blue Ruin. Like I knew Murder Party, and then I knew Green Room, but I completely whiffed on Blue Ruin until this week.
The last Netflix movie was not The Night Comes for Us. It was called Hold the Dark. And
Like, I got
great
nothing on
cast. It's got Jeffrey Wright, Alexander Sarsgaard, written by Macon Blair. I saw this. It was long. I just don't. It didn't have a indelible. It didn't. I'm gonna watch it again. I'm gonna
Sure.
watch it again. Here's what we're
Didn't
gonna do.
didn't stick to you like Blood Games did.
No, no. The conceit of Blood Games, which I was able to recall exactly.
I love it.
All right, I'm loving this list, guys.
Oh,
Blue
yes.
Ruin, Mandy, Revenge, and this is the big.
Okay. I love
These are
So
great
co-
movies.
Corey. What is it about Carrie that you don't like? You don't. What is it that's not connecting with you that you don't?
Oh, absolutely nothing. I
You
had
just busted.
no. I hadn't. The thing was, I hadn't watched Carrie probably, honestly, in I don't know, since like high school. To be honest with you, maybe. And I remember when I was a kid and I watched it, thought it was a little slow. That's all. I've seen the end, a lot just from clips and whatever like that. I know, but I haven't watched the movie probably in 20 years. Watched it today. Couldn't be more happy to be dead wrong. It's fantastic from start to finish. There's nothing bad I can say about the movie.
De Palma was just on one in the 80s.
But
This guy was-
can we take a brief time out and talk about Brian De Palma? I think he's
Sure,
overrated as fuck. I don't think
Do
I mean,
you?
yeah, he's got so many. My third favorite De Palma movie is Snake Eyes.
Yeah, that's crazy. But okay.
So, I mean, if Snake Eyes is, I don't know, Dress to Kill, Carrie, Snake Eyes.
Dress to Kill. What about Blowout? Blowout's the best fucking De Palma movie.
Okay, all right, but still, we're talking
He's like,
four movies here. There's so
He's
much
like, eh.
junk. We were talking about Michael Mann earlier this week. That guy's
Sisters?
over.
No, it's fine. You don't have to
Yeah.
like it. It's okay.
No, I
You're
know.
like- I mean, I'm gonna fight you about it because it's a horror
I-
fight. We gotta fight about it.
There we
De
go.
Palma's got like 40 movies, and like 30 of them stink.
I will tell you,
You
I
don't like
think
Phantom
which one?
Phantom of the Paradise is
Oh,
great. I forgot about
Phantom
that.
of Paradise.
Yes. Are
Okay,
you kidding
all right.
me?
It's the
So
best.
we're at 5 now. We're at 5.
I rewatched The Untouchables like
Oh, I don't like that
last
movie.
year. It's
don't like it.
fucking. It's not good. That's
Yeah,
a bad
it's-
movie. It's like, people were talking about this movie like it's the. I was like, this movie stinks. There's like the the scene where on the steps, which is just a
Yeah.
recreation of the famous silent movie on the steps, whatever. But
Yeah, from Naked Gun.
yeah, from Naked Gun, they did it better. They did that
They did.
parody better than De
Nordberg.
Palma did it.
Catching the baby, spiking the baby.
Uh,
But I
Oh,
will give
Jay.
you the De Palma stuff that's like very Body Double.
Body Double's very good. Okay, we're still
But-
at like
But I'm not a Scarface guy either.
no. Scarface is terrible.
I'm not an
Oh,
Untouchables
Terrible,
guy.
but it's fun.
it's
fun.
Yeah, all right.
And also, by the way, Snake Eyes is good.
I know.
Femme Fatale is good. That's a 90s,
Alright.
one of the 90s ones that's really good.
It's been it's been a while for most of
It's
these.
been a
but,
while. Chris loves it.
I like Snake Eyes a lot. You got Nick Cage and Carla Gugino. Give me 95 minutes of that. I don't care what they're doing. I'll
Dude, I
watch it.
can't wait for season 15 of this show when we're doing De Palma.
Let's go,
Snake Eyes at one.
baby.
I'll have completely changed like then. I'll be like, number 1 is
Hi, Mom. One of those early De Niro ones.
Hi, Mom.
But Carrie is
Oh.
notwithstanding.
yeah. Sorry about that. That's my fault for just saying.
No.
Carrie's perfect. I think
Yeah.
you can flip a coin.
I
here,
think you
to be
could flip.
honest.
I honestly
Yeah.
also believe you could flip a coin here. I know that's not in keeping with the heart of the show.
I know.
I think Carrie, my argument for Carrie at 1, I don't think there is any look, Old Boy's awesome, brilliant movie. I will say I don't think there is a piece of filmmaking in Old Boy that matches the set piece at the prom. I just think as far as like it's De Palma doing those split screens, doing the like
Well,
Okay.
hold.
I love it.
Single-
I love it. I
Oh,
love it.
Single shot hallway
the,
fight.
The single
Single
hallway shot with the
Yeah.
hammer, my man, is some of the. Come on.
There you go.
Woo! We can compare. Come
There
on,
you
baby.
go.
That is. I will say in putting Carrie number 1, I'll say the revenge. It's more satisfying in Carrie. She gets a big moment. She's killing all these pieces of shit for picking on her. And that scene alone is good. The revenge, slowly trickles out. It's a gut punch when you get it. Not that on repeat viewings it doesn't still hold up, because it does. But I think just that satisfaction of that ending of Carrie, that last 20 minutes of the prom, I think that kind of edges out Old Boy there for number 1.
I forgot how long the prom part was. The prom part's the last like 45 minutes.
Yeah,
Like,
it's the it's
Yes,
like
because
almost-
it builds up. Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
chilling, dancing, watching them
Yeah.
dance, joke at the
And then she was-
table.
And then she goes back and mind stabs her mom with all the
Yes,
so
she has
like-
to
so
go
good.
home and fight the mom. Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
and also it's a fucking horror movie. Like it is the most of all.
It
of
is a
those
straight
movies.
up horror movie, sure.
Definitely.
Yes.
It's like then this and Mandy,
Yeah.
I would argue, are Mandy's the closest after this, because that bad guy in Mandy, who's the actor who plays the like
No
main-
shot of the name, but
Oh, the last
He's
William
great.
Brake.
That-
Brake.
yes.
Richard Brake.
Richard Brake.
Yeah,
Yes.
Richard Brake. Yes.
What
Love
a villain. I just watched him in something recently.
He was in The Strangers Chapter 1 for about 90 seconds. If
No,
that
it wasn't that.
Spoiler.
It's right at the beginning. He's in a diner and then you don't see him again. So,
Oh, so
No, he was in. You know what he's in, guys? You both saw this movie recently. Last Stop in Yuma County. He's
oh, that's right.
one
Yeah,
of the two,
yeah.
Oh,
the two like
yes.
guys who sticks up the bank.
All right.
It's a good movie. That's a good movie.
That is a good movie.
I can't wait till we do our Jim Cummings draft.
Love me some Jim Cummings.
I shouldn't say draft. We have to cut that. I can't wait till we
Yeah.
do our Jim Cummings episode of Top 5.
Jim, I can't wait till we do our coming fight.
Yeah. I'm gonna play Halloween Kills because he's in the first. He's in the cop.
Yes, he's in the cop in the beginning.
Halloween Kills is good.
Oh, Halloween Kills. This is a Halloween Kills group here. We love
Hell
it.
yeah, baby! 2 thumbs up. I like all of those. I like all 3 of them.
I think
Halloween
Ends,
ends. I love
Ends
me
is
some
the,
ends.
is the third best movie in the franchise. It's the
Halloween
third
Ends.
best. Halloween Ends is number 3 as far as Halloween movies
so
go.
good.
Shouldn't-
It's so good.
I think
Perfect.
I agree.
What
with
a end.
Yeah, so good.
Love it.
Are we putting? Yeah, I agree. I would agree with that. Halloween Ends rules.
I think we're going Carrie at number 1, right?
I think we're going Carrie number 1, Old Boy
Yeah.
number 2. Wasn't a lot of fighting, but like I said, I think because no one picked any crazy picks that we had to defend. We loved every single one of these picks. This is a great top 5 for revenge movies.
Tremendous.
Look
top
at
5.
this. Number
Yeah.
5, Revenge. Number 4, Mandy. Number 3, Blue Ruin. Number 2, Old Boy. And the number 1 spot, Carrie. It's a great list. I love it.
The story of the
Bang.
list is Blue Ruin, guys. If you haven't seen this movie, and maybe we're wrong, and this is a popular movie that a lot of people have seen over and over again. I don't know.
I'm gonna say no.
But this movie is it's so entertaining, and you're never not in it.
Nope.
Great
It
stuff.
has a couple of laughs in it too, but it's totally on the back of that. There's a scene, again, no spoilers, go see it, but there's a scene when Macon Blair is talking to his sister in that diner. And he's like struggling with his words, and he's just like, I'm not used to talking this much. And you're like, oh my God, that's because you've been a hermit living out of your car for the last 10 years. That makes sense. He's like, it's a completely normal conversation having with, hey sis, how's it been?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, it's
just like
great
the way
stuff.
they
Great
reveal without like beating, like the cop knocks on the door of the car and they just know each other.
Yep. And the cop is so nice to him too. The cop is just like, all right, baby, don't worry.
A cab, except for that one cop in Blue
Except
Ruin.
me.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Not to be polarizing, everybody. We're just kidding around. We're just having fun.
A lot of people say that cop in Blue Ruin wasn't good. I disagree. He's very good people. He's very good people.
Great, fantastic. Old Boy, just a banger. Spike Lee's Old Boy. I'm so happy to see it here at number 2.
Tony Scott's Revenge. Spike Lee's Old Boy.
Revenge.
Barry Manilow's
2013.
Mandy. 2013's Carrie. It's all
2013 Carrie.
Blue Ruin, that surfing movie with the lady surfing. And the the Rage
goodness.
Carrie 2. What are we doing?
Oh, that one you should check out. That's a fun one.
That is
Definitely check
the
that one
Rage
out.
Carrie 2 is fun. I think that's
Oh, my
directed by
goodness.
the same director of Slumber Party Massacre or something like that.
Ooh.
that popped
That
up
could
on
be
when I was done watching Carrie on Max, HBO Max today.
Yes,
That
HBO
popped
Max.
up. It was like, would you like to watch this? And I was like, I would, but let me go watch I Spit on Your Grave just to make sure.
Did
And
you
I
watch I Spit on Your Grave?
I fast forwarded through the first hour. I've seen that movie a lot. I don't know why. It's a movie I've seen.
Because you're a
enough times.
creep. You're a fucking creep. That's
I know.
why.
I'm a piece of shit. I'm a big piece of shit.
A dirt
But I wanted to see the end. I wanted to see the revenge portion of it.
The Revenge.
And I love Tubi. Tubi's great for a lot of reasons, but none more than where they put the commercials. So if you haven't seen I Spit on Your
it's the
Grave,
best.
there's a scene where our hero cuts a guy's dick off in a bathtub, and
Yes.
seconds after that happened, it goes to black.
Oh,
And it's the
Ozempic.
Yeah, it's the Ozempic song.
Oh, are you kidding?
It
I
was.
just was kidding.
That was it. Cuts the guy's dick off. Blood floats up, and it's like 3, 2, 1 ad. And so Ozempic. Yeah, so
Oh my God, I was kidding.
Wonderful.
That's the only commercial. That's why Ozempic is the only commercial in 2024. They don't have other ones.
Oh,
I get a lot of things for like crooked penises too. Have you seen this commercial?
Yeah, the carrot.
Peroni's
I
disease.
missed it. I haven't noticed this
I
one.
get it too. They
Crooked
know.
penis.
They know, Corey. They know. They know.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Peroni's. Ava Peroni's.
That's how many times I've seen the commercial. I know what the crooked penis disease.
You know
is
the
called.
actual disease of it.
Peroni's.
I've
disease.
seen it a lot too. It's like, does your
Yeah.
penis look like a carrot? Yeah,
not,
really
not in the
hot.
good way.
A hot carrot.
Hot veiny
Hysterical.
carrot.
The best carrot. This is a great list. Carrie, Oldboy, Blue
Great
Road,
list.
Mandy, Revenge. Go see them all. Do them in a marathon. You'd have a lot of fun.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
something
and
that,
most
like,
of them they're kind of quick. Most of them, about an hour and a half, a little over. Old Boy is the longest, 2 hours. Everything else is under 2 hours.
yeah, Mandy's just about 2, I think, too, right? Mandy clocks in there.
It's up there.
And none of
It's
them are
like
like
one of
harrowing either. We did a good job for I guess Old Boy's pretty harrowing with the teeth and the stuff.
Yeah.
But and Revenge
Sure.
has its harrowing moments, but it's not like it's like
Oh,
a
yeah.
brutal, disgusting list. There's a lot of
No.
a lot of fun to be had.
Well, Nicolas Cage's wife does get burned to death. Alive. For
in a
really no
bag.
But
reason
it's-
whatsoever.
Just for being home.
You-
Oh, we did it,
I
folks.
take it back. I take
love
it back. Very harrowing.
All right. Well, we did it, folks. We did our top 5
Good work, everybody.
revenge movies. What a list. Great times.
And we had a
Oh,
fight about
babe.
De Palma. At least we had a
About
fight.
De
We did have a fight. Crazy. My third favorite De Palma movie. Saying, okay, that's a great movie. What's wrong with Snake Eyes?
Nothing's wrong with. I love Snake.
More
Eyes.
egregious is Dress to Kill at number 2.
I love Dress to Kill. You don't like Dress to Kill?
It's all
I
right.
love Dress to Kill.
Dirty
got that
boy.
Classic fucking.
Angie Dickinson, baby, come on.
You know how I
Can't
am
go
about
wrong.
that ending. That ending that
I
was in
know,
so many movies.
You hate that ending. That's in every movie.
Every movie.
You don't love hot young actress Angie Dickinson?
I do, and I love Michael Caine. I like Dress to Kill. I don't know if
Fair.
it'll crack my top 5 De Palma, but I like it.
Before we get out of here, boys, did any of you watch anything worth mentioning non-revenge movie-wise this past week?
I don't know if this audience wants to hear this, but I'm going to tell them. I watched for the first time in my life. I'm 43 years old. I was born in the year of our Lord, 1980. And for the first time, I saw a little movie called Dirty Dancing, starring Patrick Swayze
Wow.
and
really?
Jennifer
Oh,
Grey.
yeah.
I had never seen this movie. And I was like, I need a movie that's like it takes place in the summer because summer's winding down. I need to let's check something out. Now, I've seen all the scenes and I like them. I'm into it. And then I watched Dirty Dancing, starring Patrick Swayze, Jennifer Grey, Jerry Orbach, Wayne Knight. And let me tell you something. Newsflash, everybody. This fucking movie rules. It's so good.
Whoa, what?
It's so good. It's so
Hot
entertaining. Patrick Swayze is like the greatest, hottest guy of all time. Jennifer Grey is doing great work. They hated each other, evidently, which is so fun.
Really?
Because, yeah, apparently they did not get along. There's like the famous scene where they're like doing the montage and they're practicing the dance, and he keeps running his arm down her front, and she keeps laughing, and he keeps getting annoyed. And they show it like 3 times, and apparently that's all real because like she kept
Oh my
breaking, and
God.
it was pissing him off. Beautiful stuff. And also, this movie is low key about like trying to get a lady an abortion, a safe abortion. What? I loved it. I was so in. I had a great time. Perfect summer movie. Well made, beautiful shots, looks great in the Catskills or wherever the fuck that fake Catskills is that they shot it. 2 thumbs up. One of the better revenge movies I've seen in a while. She's getting revenge on her dad who wanted her to not help that lady
Keep
have
that
an
baby.
abortion. Great movie, Dirty Dancing. If you haven't, maybe you never heard of it. You should see it. It's good stuff. And I had the time of great soundtrack.
Unbelievable.
That's my movie. Otherwise, I
All
was
right.
just keeping revenge movies
Keeping
off
up,
of
yeah.
Letterboxd.
Letterboxd.
We also did all watch Longlegs together.
Again,
Yes,
yeah.
we did.
We had all
Yes,
seen
it's
it.
Our second time viewing, and just as good. This movie
Better.
is a banger. Look at it.
Disagree.
Even
Liked
better.
it more. Liked it more the second time. Liked it more.
Longlegs.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
speaking of Nicolas Cage doing fucking just crazy Nicolas Cage greatness.
Peak Cage in that movie. I mean, not peak. Maybe
Fantastic.
Moonstruck is peak Cage, but yeah.
One of
All right,
the
I'll take-
greatest opening scenes of recent memory, my opinion.
So
Horror.
Very,
God damn.
very
What
scary.
a picture.
Yeah.
So good. Corey, you got
I'll pick-
anything? What'd you
Yeah,
reckon
I'll
here?
piggyback. I had a couple things that I could mention, but I'll piggyback on Pat's and say that last Sunday, for the first time, I watched The Notebook, which I had never.
Oh man, this is great.
Because Jenna Rollins had passed away, and I love
This horror audience is really chomping at the bit at this part of the show.
But I had never
I love
seen The
it.
Notebook, and I did not know that. I knew nothing about The Notebook other than it was like a tearjerker kind of movie
Yeah.
that people seem to really like. So we popped it on, and I loved it.
Yeah, it's a good
Just, like,
movie.
shocking.
It's a great
No,
movie.
I did figure out the twist. Is that like a movie that you're not supposed to figure out? Because I never figure out the twist, but I knew pretty early on. I was like, oh, okay. Was it even a twist? Am I an idiot for thinking it was a twist?
I think it's kind of a twist, but not,
It's kind of
not
a
like,
twist.
whoa. I think some
Yeah.
people get it, some people didn't get it.
I don't even
Yeah.
remember what this twist you guys are talking about is, to be honest. You don't have to tell me. I don't care.
I won't. I don't want to spoil The Notebook for people.
The
But yeah, I
Notebook,
laughed.
2004 is The Notebook.
I laughed. I cried. My only gripe with it was I could have spent more time with James
The
Garner
young
and
guys.
Jenna
Oh,
Rollins.
you wanted
No,
more old people. Okay.
I did. I wanted more old people than I did young people. Not that, again, come on. I mean, Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams. Who doesn't want to spend time with those two? But yeah, The Notebook. Highly recommended.
Rest in peace to the great Jenna Rollins.
Yeah.
As good as they came, as good as they ever came. Maybe
Yep.
one of the greatest performances in movie history in A Woman Under the Influence.
Noted revenge
Oh,
movie. The
The
Notebook.
Getting revenge on that Alzheimer's. Just
Yeah,
taking
exactly.
it out.
The brain's revenge against the decaying body.
I'm so sad I don't have a first time watch for a 40-year-old movie. It's very upsetting.
Just lie. Blood Games. Next week it'll
What?
be Blood Games.
The only thing I watched 2 new releases. Did you know John Cena's got a new movie on Amazon?
God
With
bless you for
Awkwafina?
watching these fucking movies, Gomez.
It's
God
called-
bless you for doing this. You're doing the Lord's works for the rest of us, so we don't have to.
Ricky
It's
Stenicki
called-
2 already?
No, not yet. That's next year. This one is called Jackpot. It's about in the distant future, a couple years in the future, in LA, when you win the lottery, you have till the
Conceit is
sundown.
So stupid. It's so stupid.
You have till sundown to survive. Everyone is allowed to kill
They're
you
allowed
and
to
take
kill
your lottery. They're
It's
allowed
so
to kill you
fucking dumb.
and steal your lottery tickets. So there are people who try to help you stay alive. This is John Cena. He agrees to keep Awkwafina alive for 10% of the winnings. And John Cena, as always, is fantastic. The rest of the movie, not so
Gomez
much,
loves himself,
but
John Cena.
John Cena is the best.
And this is a comedy, correct?
This is a comedy. Yes, no, it's very funny. Like it's over the top, not very funny. Like it's trying to be very funny, not very funny. Trust me.
So
not
it's
very
taking
Uh,
the conceit of this movie, which is so fucking stupid,
Like
but
The
it's
Running
like
Man.
acknowledging how silly it
yes,
is.
like it's
Okay.
over the top, like action and violence. John Cena's throwing people, and like it's very silly, very
What is
silly.
up with John Cena's
Uh,
hair, though? What is his hair doing?
He
It's
went
leaving.
overseas, had some follicle treatments, and it takes some time. I also watched Twisters. Did you guys see Twisters?
Not
The
yet.
sequel kind of
Corey hated it.
sequel.
Awful
I was not a
stuff.
fan.
Ugh.
Not to say I'm the biggest fan of the original, but the original it's a fun time. There's got some great characters in there. This one, I do like some Glenn Powell. He's a handsome, charming fella. This one there wasn't really the other cast of characters and stuff. I just wasn't feeling it. Not
Yeah,
my
long,
thing.
long 2 hours. That
Yes.
movie. I saw it in the theater, and I felt like I was like an alien in there. People were hooting and hollering, having a great time, and I didn't know what was going on.
Well, how drunk were you?
I wasn't that. Maybe if I was drunk, I had one beer.
Oh yeah, it's not enough.
So that wasn't even. That's just to get back to zero at this point.
All right there, folks. So that's a little bit of what we've been watching. Let's wrap this up by letting you know what we're doing next time we grace your ear holes. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Pat is our list master for serial killer movies.
Oh, baby.
Yes. Yes, we're talking long
mentioned one.
legs.
Yeah.
Yes. So we're in the mood for some serial killing.
And
But we
man.
have some rules here. We're gonna mix it up this week. There are 2 movies we are not allowed to play because that'd be too silly. We want to go into this list not knowing what's going to be the top. So we're gonna omit Silence of the Lambs and Seven. These
Okay.
movies are not allowed.
Late
to be
great
played.
Hannibal Lecter.
How over
Yeah.
under on how many times we say the late great Hannibal Lecter?
36.
It's not allowed in the list, but I'm gonna say it 44 times. The thing about that is he's in canon, he's not dead.
No, he never does.
Yeah.
He just he
No.
runs away. He's on the
The late-
lamb.
Great. Some people say the late
Huh.
great.
He'd like to have you for dinner. He's still, that's the thing. He's still alive. He's still alive. He's a fictional character, which
Yeah,
is
that's
not the
it.
weirdest part
That's,
about
that's
it.
number one.
But he's still alive too.
So in order to make, so we're saying pretty much Silence of the Lambs and Seven are, canonically
Pretty much
really,
the Holy Grail. I mean,
Yeah.
I think when you
yeah.
ask most people, I think
Yep,
those
I
2 would
agree.
be the ones. I'm sure there's other ones, obviously, that we'll talk about next week, but I would think those 2 come right off the bat. And I feel it makes the list more fun, right? We don't want to have it easy. We want
True.
to fight. So there we
Yeah,
go.
we want to
Hmm.
fight. Is there a De
We're
Palma
acknowledging.
movie?
We're
about
basically
that?
making a 3 through 7, right? Next 3 through 8,
Yes.
not a 1 through 5. Yeah, okay.
It's going to be fun. We're going to do it. We're going to love it.
Hmm.
Some people are going to say it's going to be great.
So watch those serial killer movies. Let us know what should be on the list. Let us know what revenge movies we missed. I'm sure we missed a couple. Let us know. Please hit us up. Horror Fight Pod on all social medias. That's Instagram, the Twitter, Blue Sky, Threads, whatever the hell you guys are using. We're on there. We'll be posting stuff. Come and join us. Come hang out.
Death Wish
Baby.
3 is the best Death Wish movie, though. That's the one.
Which
with, like,
one has the shootout in the buildings? Like the end? Is that
Is
3
that the
or
building
4?
one? Is that
with the
3 or
punks,
4?
like with all the punk kids?
Yeah.
I
That's
think that's
three.
4. Oh,
Oh,
that's 3. That's
4.
3. Okay. No,
I know
that's
Death
one of
Wish 3 the best because he's just like killing teenagers, like punk rock teenagers.
Now 4.
Because
There's one that has
one
like
is in the building, right? He's like in a little like apartment complex.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they're
yeah,
messing
yeah.
everything up.
that's
That's
3.
3. Okay. All right. 3 is great.
I-
Then. Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it's maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a Death Wish scholar, guys. I
You
just
keep
know
bringing it up, bro. I'm just
You're right.
saying.
I have brought it up. I'm the only one who keeps standing for Death Wish over here.
Sounds like someone loves Death Wish.
It's a big Bronson guy.
All-time great Simpsons joke is when they go to Bransonville, but they end up in Bronsonville. And the kid asks his mom, he's like, "Hey, Ma, can I get some cookies?" And the mom says, "No dice." And then the kid says, "This ain't over." It's fantastic.
That's great. You know, I'm rewatching The Simpsons right now. Literally, as we speak, I'm watching season 1 of The Simpsons right now.
You're
I
in for
love it.
quite a journey.
I mean, I've seen
What
it,
a rewatch.
but I'm just
Of
enjoying
course.
it again. I'm just enjoying it. It's very.
Let's see, any new watches this week?
It's new show.
I did watch Maxine, but I think that was last week.
Yeah.
Oh, did
I
you
was
like
ha-
it?
I was half and half on Maxine. I loved the first half of it, and I wasn't that into the second half of it.
Falls apart at the end. It falls apart at the end.
But I like that trilogy as it stands, regardless. I think it's an amazing feat, kind of. Like, he bet on himself, made 2 movies at once when they only told him to make 1, and then still got to make the 3rd. So that's very cool. And Harris stepping on that guy's balls is just like,
Fantastic.
can't beat it. That's as good as it gets.
All timer, baby.
I
That's
watched
going
LA
in the famous Gomez kills reel for sure.
Oh, it's got
Yes,
to.
it is. Yes, it is.
I saw Alien Romulus, but I'm gonna remove that from my,
Oh,
my
yes.
Letterboxd and
Yes.
Not
I haven't seen it yet. Some
We'll be
people are
doing an
saying
alien. Yes, we'll be having an alien episode very soon. Where we'll rank all the alien movies in the franchise. That would
Excited to do
be
it.
interesting. Yes, that's a couple weeks. That's coming up. But yes, next time you hear us, we'll be serial killers. Until then, folks, follow us on social media, like I mentioned, at Horror Fight Pod. Until next time, folks.
Gomez and I have to go find out what
Adios.
Brian Danielson's going to do for the
He's dead to me. He's dead.